Hello and welcome to We Are Fin. This week we're in Cairo for the Aviation Africa Summit. Cairo has had more than 7,000 years' experience of being a vital hub between Europe, the Middle East and Africa, and even the pharaohs had their own idea of future flight. Today, Cairo is one of Africa's busiest hubs with a thriving aerospace and aviation industry, incorporating manufacturing, MRO, training and a modern national carrier, along with a plethora of domestic, regional cargo and charter airlines. No surprise then that the city was the venue for the Aviation Africa Summit, where governments, airlines, operators, airports and aviation service providers gathered for 2 days of debate and discussion about the issues affecting the aviation industry. More than 1,000 delegates were welcomed by the country's Civil Aviation Minister, Sharif Fatih, a former Egypt Air chairman, who had called for the summit to address some of the challenging issues facing the continent. He would not be disappointed. Abdurrahman Bose, the Secretary General and CEO of the African Airline Association, led the charge.
Airlines are operating in Africa in an environment where operating costs are very high. So we need to work on that so that airlines could be sustainable.
While African passenger airlines are getting to grips with the introduction of the single African air traffic market, the continent's leading cargo carrier, Astral Aviation from Kenya, announced it is breaking new ground, or at least new airspace.
The Flyox cargo drone is the largest commercial drone in the world, with a capacity to lift 2 tons of cargo and with a range of 1,300 kilometers, with the unique ability to land in unpaved airfields and even in water. The Flyox cargo drone is manufactured in Spain, and we've become the first company in the world to commercially test and operate it in Africa.
African airlines were also flocking to look at the newest technology for the airliner flight decks. Bose, who unveiled its new active noise-cancelling headsets for commercial pilots at the Aircraft Interiors show in Hamburg a week ago, brought the new sets to Cairo.
I must say it's been great being here and meeting with so many CEOs, decision makers in airlines and pilots, and introducing this product, which was globally introduced to the market last week in Hamburg. This is our first appearance at any show with this product, and this is really the place where we've met those decision makers and we've created that enthusiasm, and we've seen the enthusiasm from those decision makers and pilots in the airlines.
One of the biggest threats to the whole aviation industry is instability and security. A key theme of Aviation Africa was managing security risks, both physical and cyber. Speakers with experience from Special Forces, the FBI, the UK's GCHQ all shared their experiences, with the UK's former Deputy Director of GCHQ delivering the keynote on cyber threat and what the industry needs to do to manage it.
The issue around safety and security around air travel transcends an awful lot of other critical national infrastructure. State development is now in the place where they are using critical national infrastructure as testing grounds. They want to be able to work out what is possible, what is not possible, and some of the more indiscriminate states are using live environments in which to do that.
Another key challenge under the spotlight at Aviation Africa was that of human capital and the region's concerns over a potential skills gap. A shortage of pilots, engineers, air traffic controllers and industry professionals in general. One speaker from Royal Jordanian believes there is an obvious solution: employ more women.
We have more acceptance. People are getting used to the fact of female pilots. Still, it's something unusual, and that's what we're trying to change, to show them that yes, we can do any kind of a job. We can be good female pilots, good mothers and good wives.
And it needs urgent action, according to keynote speaker Adefunke Adeyami from IATA.
We're so excited about the single African air transport market, and on the back of that, the Continental Free Trade Agreement. And that's also going to be followed by an African passport and ease of movement for Africans. I mean, the institutional policy shift from the African Union and all of the aviation and trade stakeholders in the continent shows that it is time for Africa to start to connect amongst itself, trade amongst itself, and with each other. And this is a really positive development, and we're supremely excited about this.
So there's a very clear message then that Africa is open for business and it's a business that's going to be well worth getting into. So to find out more about Africa and indeed the global aerospace industry, go to our website wearefin.com and subscribe.